Olive Barrows also took a look back at his defining moments of the late ex-Justice Justice Evan Gicheru's career.
Justice Evan Gicheru was a man who served as Chief Justice during some of the most defining moments of Kenya's recent political history. Gicheru, who made his name when he chaired a commission of inquiry into the murder of Robert Oko, Kenya's Foreign Affairs Minister in 1990, was appointed to serve as Chief Justice in February of 2003.
Mimi Mwai Kibaki.
Just 2 months after Mwai Kibaki was sworn in as president. That made him the first opposition candidate to ascend to the office after 24 years of autocratic power held tightly in the grip of Kenya's second president, Daniel Toroitich Arap Moi. Even the events leading up to Evan Gicheru's appointment as Chief Justice were unprecedented. President Kibaki, for the first time in Kenya's history, appointed a tribunal to look into the conduct of then Chief Justice Bernard Chunga, paving the way for Gicheru's appointment. In that spirit of judicial reforms, Gicheru, on taking up the office of Chief Justice, set up the Integrity and Anti-Corruption Committee, chaired by Aaron Ringera, to perform the famed radical surgery on corruption in the judiciary. A report that sensationally portrayed half of Kenya's judges and a third of her magistrates as corrupt. The publication of the names of the judges and magistrates suspected of corruption and the demand that they either resign or be dismissed without occasion for fair hearing has since been roundly condemned as an affront to the natural rules of justice. Unfortunately, it wasn't the only checkmark against Gicheru's tenure as Chief Justice. On the evening of Sunday, December the 30th, 2007, he presided over the swearing-in of Mwai Kibaki for a second term as president, a mere hour after he was declared winner of a hotly contested presidential vote. Events that preceded the worst post-election violence witnessed in Kenya's history, and which forced a new order with the formation of a shared government arrangement that had its share of fallouts.
We went through some situation in the old days when the independence of the judiciary was completely eroded by the executive, so that you find judges are sacked without anybody knowing.
Accountability is a must and nobody is exempt.
The president is accounting, the prime minister is accounting. We want to know what the magistrate is doing.
One of the highlights as Chief Justice for Gicheru was presiding over the promulgation of the Constitution in 2010 before leaving office in February of 2011 at the age of 67. But Gicheru did not apply for another posting as judge.
We have been able to bring justice closer to the people. That is more than anything else. Even if I never did anything else, but that I can go off and die peaceful.
Gicheru dedicated the better part of his career to public service. First as a district officer in Wajir before joining the office of the Attorney General as a senior state counsel. Then as an administrative officer in the office of the President before becoming a High Court judge in 1982. 6 years later, he was appointed a judge of the Court of Appeal, in which capacity he served for close to 15 years before ascending to Chief Justice. He was succeeded by Willie Mutunga. Olive Barrows, NTV.